but in the heart of a big, sunny jungle where the trees reached for the sky, Leo the lion was taking a super cozy nap. His snores were like gentle, rumbly drums echoing through the leaves. Z z z z z r rumble z z z z z double quotes. Not too far away, a tiny mouse named Squeaky was on a grand adventure. His whiskers twitched with curiosity as he heard the lion's snores. Wow, he whispered to himself, what's that magnificent, fluffy, golden mountain? He tiptoed closer and saw it was the king of the jungle himself. Leo's mane looked like a soft golden cloud, and Squeaky just couldn't resist. With a little giggle, Squeaky scampered up the lion's big furry back. He imagined it was a giant playground. He slid down Leo's long tail like it was the best slide ever. Wee! He squeaked quietly, his tiny heart filled with joy. He did it again and again, each time a little bolder, a little faster. But on his third slide, Squeaky landed with a tiny asterisk thump right on Leo's nose. The lion's eyes snapped open. Ruah, a mighty roar shook the entire jungle. In a flash, a giant paw, bigger than Squeaky himself, came down and trapped him. "Who dares to wake me from my royal nap?" Leo thundered, his voice deep and grumpy. Squeaky trembled from the tip of his nose to the end of his tail. "Oh, please, your majesty." "King Lion, sir, I'm so sorry," he stammered, his voice barely a whisper. I was just playing. I didn't mean to bother you. If you let me go, I promise I'll return your kindness one day. I promise." Leo looked down at the tiny, trembling mouse. The idea of this little creature ever helping him, the mighty king of the jungle, was so funny that a chuckle rumbled in his chest. "You help me." He grinned, showing his big teeth, but his eyes were a little kinder now. "You're very lucky I've just had my lunch," he rumbled. "All right, run along, little one. But don't let me catch you using my tail as a slide again." With that, he lifted his paw and Squeaky scurried away as fast as his little legs could carry him. A few days later, some sneaky hunters came into the jungle. They knew about the mighty lion and wanted to capture him. They dug a deep pit and covered it with a huge, heavy net made of thick ropes. Then they hid and waited. Later that afternoon, Leo was strolling through his kingdom, humming a happy lion tune. He didn't see the trap. Asterisk whoosh asterisk. Suddenly, the ground disappeared beneath him, and he was tangled in the heavy, strong net. He was caught. He pulled and tugged, twisted and turned, but the more he struggled, the tighter the ropes became. "Ruah! Help, Ruah!" His desperate cries for help echoed through the trees. All the animals heard him. The monkeys stopped swinging, the birds stopped singing, and everyone hid, too scared of the hunters to help their king. But one little creature wasn't scared. Squeaky the mouse heard the lions roar from his tiny home. He remembered his promise. "King Leo is in trouble," he squeaked. "I have to help him." With courage he didn't know he had, he scurried towards the sound. He found Leo trapped and helpless. "Don't worry, King Leo," Squeaky called out. "I'm here to help." He jumped onto the net and got to work. He used his sharp little teeth to nibble and chew at the thick ropes. Asterisk, nibble, gnaw, nibble, gnaw. Asterisk, it was hard work, but Squeaky didn't give up. One by one, the ropes started to snap. Asterisk, snap, pop. Asterisk, finally, with one last mighty chew, the main rope broke and the net fell away. Leo was free. He stood up, shaking his mane, and looked down at the little mouse. He was no longer a mighty, proud king, but a humbled and grateful friend. "Thank you, Squeaky," he said, his voice soft and full of awe. "I laughed when you said you would help me, but today you saved my life. You showed me that even the smallest friend can be the biggest hero." From that day on, an amazing friendship bloomed. Leo and Squeaky became the best of friends. They would play together every day. Squeaky would slide down Leo's back, and this time the lion would laugh along with him. They would chase butterflies and share stories under the shade of the big trees. One day the hunters returned to check their trap, but this time Leo was ready. He let out the mightiest roar the jungle had ever heard, roar, and right beside him Squeaky let out the loudest squeak he could manage. Squeak, the hunters were so surprised and scared to see a lion and a mouse working together that they dropped their gear and ran all the way back to their village, never to return. The lion and the mouse had saved the jungle together, and they taught everyone in their big, sunny home a very important lesson. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. A small friend can make the biggest difference in your life. Thank you so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed the adventure of Leo and Squeaky, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fun stories. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.